Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm very excited to share with you about this ancient fruit. This is one of the oldest fruits that have been cultivated way back, and this fruit is not other than Jujube. Some they call it Chinese red date, others they call it Chinese date. In this video we are going to see how this seed can be propagated. There is different method that can be propagated to get the fruits. Also, we have another section. We name it All to Know About Jujube, from flowering to fruit set, and at which stage this jujube can be harvested and consumed. Furthermore, how is processed for further product. Propagation method. Seeds, it can be propagated via seed. You sow direct the seed from the soil, the seed germinate, growing, and become a seed. You can use cutting. You cut the cut, you plant, they develop the roots and form the seedling. It can be propagated via root sprout. Transplanted jujube can grow in the pot and grafted if necessary. For instance, this one, it might be planted from the seeds, which is rootstock, right? And you find a good scion, which is highly productive. So you can graft with this seedling at this stage. Also, you can graft when it's old. And when they're old, you can use whip grafting method, but when they are young, you use top grafted method. This is one preferred for the old jujube, right? And for top grafting method is preferred for the young seedling. All to know about the jujube. What is jujube? Jujube, or Chinese date, is one of ancient fruit originated from China 4,000 years ago. The fruit looks like an apple but tastes like a date. A fresh jujube tastes like an apple with a crisp texture and a crunch. Dried jujube tastes like a date. They call it Chinese red date because it resembles the date, this one. Jujube, scientifically it called this first jujube. The tree can grow in medium size up to 12 meters, which is big tree. Jujube fruit can be consumed in various forms such as fresh, dried, boiled, stewed, baked, and used for flavor the tea. Most questions we usually receive from our audience: does it can grow in our climate? Wow. Well, jujube, or Chinese red date, it can actually grow anywhere in warm, dry climate, and it can tolerate winter lows down to -29 Celsius or 28 Fahrenheit. But they won't produce the fruit in winter. The tree, to be able to produce fruit, they will need all long hot summer, which is good for tropical, at least 6 to 8 hours or direct sunlight per day. Good for tropical, Mediterranean, and subtropical. Jujube tree is not difficult to grow as long as you have good variety, well-drained soil. And what I like about this one, they are not particular about the soil pH. They can grow from acidity to alkalinity, but need to be planted in full sunlight and a little pruning. There is two types of jujube widely grown around the world. The first variety is Ri variety, and another variety is called Lang variety. Look like it have Chinese name, right? Ri jujube is most recommended variety. The shape is egg, and they are self-pollinated. They are self-pollinated. That's the big reason why it's preferred than the rank variety, which is cross-pollinated, and the shape is pear shape. That is little difference. It is extremely easy when it comes to harvesting jujube, because at this stage you can harvest. When jujube fruit has turned from green to dark brown, it will be ready to harvest. You can also leave the fruit on the tree until it's full dry. It is advised to cut the stem when harvesting rather than pulling the fruit from the branch. So you see, at this stage you can harvest and eat like apple. When it's dry, that's why the name comes red jujube. Chinese dates fruit are fine to touch. When you cannot damage by adding little force, like harvesting by using shaking, which is good for post-harvest loss handling. When you harvest, you have little damage. Quick reason why you need to grow jujube in your orchard or backyard. First of all, jujube fruit is fascinating food with an interesting background. It takes us the way back over 4,000 years ago, where it have been cultivated here in China. Chinese date is a type of fruit that have been part of Chinese diet for many years, for medicine. Jujube fruit has quite an impressive nutrition profile with a lot of vitamins, minerals such as potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and manganese. Specifically, jujube is a rich source of vitamin C and B complex. The vitamin C content is higher than other fruits that are well known for high content like orange. And the antioxidant capacity of fresh jujube is also relatively high compared with the other vegetables and fruits. Jujube contains plenty of antioxidants and nutrients that fight oxidative damage and help to promote liver health. It also contains anti-inflammatory properties, which means you can consume it for joint pain alleviation. It is digestive enzymes metabolize the fat and the carbohydrates. Before consuming the Chinese red dates, I want you to know Chinese red dates contain a lot of sugar, so jujube can be dangerous for who are suffering from diabetes. So if you are sick with diabetes, it can have a negative effect on your body blood sugar level. Jujube health benefits include treating sleepiness, treating bone illness, eliminating anxiety and stress, fighting cancer effect, promoting healthy digestion, maintain adequate blood pressure, power the immune system, and help to control obesity. There is many scientific evidence that is backing this statement. At this stage, jujube tastes like an apple but less juice. It is more like starch with a lot of vitamin and minerals, especially vitamin C. Remember that. Chinese red date. When it comes to red date, we call it Chinese red date because when it's harvested and processed like resin or dried one, that's why they call it date, because it resembles with the real date. You remember when in a few minutes ago, at this stage you can harvest and dry it, or you can leave it to the tree at the time of the winter, or it can shave all leaves and dry. Also, you can harvest at this stage also the one with the change the color from green to green brown, the one with the green patches, that one you can steam. This is another way you steam, not you cook. You put on top of the pan with hot water, the steam like cook. After that it will shrink. steam your fruit to make resin with hot water. So after you steam, it look like this, shrinked. At that stage, you can dry it, and then when they dry, they become resin or Chinese red dates. If you find this video is useful, please hit like, share, and subscribe. It will help us to create more content. Thank you for watching. See you in another episode. Bye.